Okay, scientists, so let's talk about observation and inference just for a moment. It's a very important part of being a scientist and doing the scientific method properly. And so an observation is using your five senses to gather information. Okay, the five senses are your sight, your smell, your taste, your touch, your hearing. And so whenever you make an observation, those are always going to be facts. Okay, no opinions whenever you make a observation. So using your senses, you make an observation about something. Okay, an inference is a assumption or a prediction or something that you think, okay, about the object that you just observed. Okay, so inferences aren't always facts. Okay, they are just opinions or something you think or assume. Okay, so that's the difference between observation and inference. Observations are the five senses, they are always facts. And then an inference is a prediction or an opinion you have about the observation you just made. So let me give you an example and several examples. Oh my gosh, look, Darth Vader. My observation about Darth is he is wearing a mask. That's a fact because I can see it. I can touch it. I can feel it. Okay? That's my observation. Darth Vader is wearing a mask. My inference about that observation is that Darth Vader, he must have COVID. That's an inference. See, because it's an opinion because I don't know that yet. Okay? I don't know that Darth Vader has COVID. Now, how do I know? How do I validate to make sure that Darth Vader has COVID? I do an experiment. See? Part of the scientific method. So, observations are facts, mask. Inference, he has COVID. That's an inference. Okay? Now I have to test my hypothesis. Okay, so let's make another observation and inference. Okay, we're outside of Hoover Elementary here, and my observation is, look, the grass is getting brown. Okay, there's a little green, but I can see brown. That's an observation. That's a fact. Brown is a color, and that's a fact. It's an observation. You can see it too. See? Look, brown grass. Now, my inference is that nobody cares about how Hoover looks. Inference. That's not a statement of fact. That's an inference about the grass. Observation, grass is brown. Inference, nobody cares how Hoover looks. Now, do I know that for a fact? Do I know that for a fact that nobody cares about how Hoover looks? No, I don't. So I have to test it out. So maybe my test would be, I go ask, why is our grass brown? And then I find out, oh, we haven't been watering it because there is a water shortage and we're conserving water. Does that make sense? So observation, grass is brown. Inference, nobody cares about it. Okay. I think you're getting the gist and the idea of observation inference. But let's make another observation and inference so that you will be able to make your own. So, observation, the playground is empty. That's a fact. Do you see any kids on the playground? No, you don't see any students on the playground. That's an observation because I saw it with my eyes. That's a fact. My inference is school must be out. The inference, school is out. Now, do I know that school is out yet? No, I don't. So I have to put that inference to the test. That's your hypothesis. Your hypothesis is, oh, if the playground is empty, then school must be out. Well, let's test the idea. We'll go inside and check and see if school is actually out and see if there's any students in there. And we do, and we find out, there's still students inside. School is not out. So my hypothesis was wrong based on observation and inference. Does that make sense? Observation, playground is empty. Inference, school must be out. And then I go do a little research, get some more information, and find out that, my inference was not valid. That school was still in session. They're just in class learning, just like you guys. Good job. Okay, this is a surprise. I'm surprising Miss Atik.
What?
You see her room?
What is that?
Miss Atik, I'm helping students learn how to make observation and inference.
Hello?
Okay, so let's make an observation. We're looking around in her room, in her workspace, and let's make an observation. The observation is, I see clouds. I see clouds. That's an observation. It's a fact based on my observation with my senses of sight, and I can even touch them. And so that's a statement of fact, an observation. I'm going to make an inference now. My inference is, Miss Atik is crazy about clouds.
Whoa!
Okay? So that's an opinion. I don't know yet, so I have to test it out. I have to test out the inference, which is my hypothesis. So how do we test that? Let's ask. That'll give us some information that we can prove whether our inference is true or not. So let's ask Miss Atik. Miss Atik?
Yes, sir.
Do you love clouds?
I do love clouds. I love the sky.
Our inference is correct. Good job. That's part of the scientific method. Good observation and good inferences is a great starting place. You got this now. So now you open your Google slide and you make your own observation and inferences. Make 5 observations and inferences. The inferences have to connect with the observation that you make. Okay, and you'll see that on the slides.